So
you only game on PC, right?
Yes, only on PC.
Yeah.
Are you an actual PC gamer? One of those like I'm better than you.
Elite PC,
PC elitist. I'm better than you.
I'm just a PC gamer here.
I love it.
Oh, you're just a P. Okay.
I shit on consoles.
Oh, okay. Here's the bullshit. Here's the bullshit.
4K, 60p, 1080p, 30p.
60p. That's pretty fucking shitty. 60p.
I'm Greg Miller from Kind of Funny, and you're watching Luis Menchaca's YouTube channel, where he muses Menchaca. Aren't you glad you gave us all this money?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You get stuff like that.
You know, Drake says YOLO.
YOLO indeed. Oh, you're the only one still singing YOLO. You understand that?
Well, yeah. And then there was also that other song that he did with Nicki Minaj.
Which one's that?
Moment for Life. At the end of his verse.
Give it to me.
At the end of his verse, he's like, everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
Well, that's a much better one. Why didn't he say the smart thing first? So everybody can remember the smart thing. Then you got YOLOs everywhere. Remember Rolos? It's a bad candy.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, what's your topic?
You stole my topic. I was going to say virtual reality, is that the next future in gaming?
Here we go.
And it's gone. It's gone.
Wait, did you think of this topic as we're...
No, I was thinking of Chili's when
Oh,
So this is
yeah,
why
we came to the same
That's why we
time.
should have
like,
talked about this beforehand.
The Windows 10 event.
Yeah, it's like, Fame is going to be there, and like we can talk about gaming stuff. I was going to talk about the Oculus Rift.
Well, okay, just to be fair, like we never actually like presented like our gamer credentials like in terms of any like actual formality. So yes, PC Master Race, Fame is an Xbox.
Oh yeah, I'm no, like I said, I'm actually going to pick up my Wii next week. Bloodborne marks the day I buy my PS4. I still have my PS3, my Xbox 360.
Damn.
I still have my Wii. I play in just about every console, but I prefer the Xbox.
Yeah.
But not the original Xbox. I fucking hate that controller. It made no fucking sense. It made no sense.
That D-pad sucks.
No. It's fucking. I got big hands. But even me, I had to go up here to press white and black on that fucking controller. It was so fucking stupid. I didn't get it.
Wait, well, why didn't you just get the redesigned controllers for the Xbox, the original Xbox?
It wasn't my money to spend back
Oh,
then,
okay,
man.
that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right.
My mom's like, you fucking got a controller. Just use it.
And so let's see. For me, I own all the platforms, but I favor Nintendo more than anything.
Okay, fine.
Wii U all the way.
So you're a Wii male.
Wii
So I'm Xbox. You're a Wii male.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
They call Sony ponies.
Yeah, Sony ponies. Microsoft Xbox, and you got the Wii weirdos or the Wii males.
Wii males. Okay. All right. There you go. But okay, my other gaming credentials is I have one platinum trophy in my PS4. So there you go.
And that was
Infamous Second Son.
trash. No, that was a good game. It was a good game.
It was worth platinuming, and my New Year's resolution, among other things, is to get 3 platinums this year. So I want to platinum one thing on my Vita, one on my PS4, and one on my PS3. So that way, there you go. Boom.
Okay, favorite console of all time.
Oh, that's okay.
That is my topic.
Okay. It's gonna be a Nintendo console.
Of course, you already said it.
It's gonna be a Nintendo.
Probably like the Super Nintendo.
It's a toss up.
Wait, your favorite or the best of all?
Your favorite.
Your favorite is the best. That's even more.
Yeah.
It's more dichotomy.
Because the best console of all time is probably the PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 is probably the best console of all time.
Yeah.
It's the best selling for sure.
I can see it. I can see that. Yeah.
I could probably agree with that, but it's not my favorite.
I was gonna say that if you were to someone were to say, but I guess you proved me wrong. If somebody were to say what's the best console of all time, and that would be too polarizing. But then you said it. I was like, okay, yeah, I can. But what's the favorite? Favorite should not be as polarizing because it's an opinion of the person saying it. So I would probably say Super Nintendo. You're right. I was thinking N64 or GameCube, but N64 just it was so good for what it was.
Yeah.
And it has so many memorable titles and games that I still play on the N64 to this day.
Dude, I used to come up to my house and we used to bring the old consoles and we'll just play. Yeah. With the old console. I mean, the N64 it'll live forever.
On the day of we played the Smash Brothers for the Wii U when it first came out on my Smash party. We stopped Smash for the Wii U just to stop it just for a little bit, for like an hour or so. And we put the N64 on. We played Smash on the N64.
There you go. That console will live on forever, dude. It's infamous.
So I would, as much as it was a toss-up between N64 and Super Nintendo, but the N64 just fucked up in the fact that it was not CD or disc-based media. It would have been so much better than if it was just disc-based, because they lost a big-ass exclusive series. Square moved to PlayStation and gave them Final Fantasy VII, one of the greatest games ever.
Yep.
And they dropped the ball.
Yeah,
and then
they
third-party developers like just pulled their support, and that's where we are right now because of the N64.
It's the same thing.
The Wii U. The Wii U is where it's at because of the N64.
Yeah.
Because they can't get any more EA Sports games. They can't get any really any good franchise. Assassin's Creed is not on there, or actually it is, but not new ones. And so it's just
if they make a powerful on their next console, if they make it up to standards, I mean, then they'll get the third party support back. I mean, why wouldn't look? Nintendo has some of the most loyal fans that there are.
Yeah.
As far as, cause they've been playing since. A lot of Nintendo fans now, they're older.
They're born into it.
They're born into it.
And then they have kids, and then they indoctrinate those kids.
And then nowadays, people who game, a lot of these newer gamers, all they care about is resolution and power. So if you make a powerhouse Nintendo console, it would take over gaming. It would win a third-party support back. It would.
I'm not so sure.
You don't think so?
See, here's the thing, because it's one of those chicken and the egg arguments, because they say that third-party games don't sell on Nintendo consoles. Right?
Because they can't run.
Yeah,
they run like shit.
People, So it's a chicken and the egg thing. So it's like third-party games don't sell on Nintendo stuff, but no third-party games would ever develop for the Nintendo stuff. So it's like it's this.
I mean,
weird
look how late. I want to look how late Watch Dogs came to the Wii U.
Yeah.
Look how because they couldn't get that shit to they shaved that game so much to get to run the Wii U because it's not. They have yet to make a powerful console.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that. You know why? Because the fucking Wii U has a very similar architecture to the 360. So anything that runs on the 360, it can run on the Wii U, if not just a little bit better.
Okay, think about what you're saying. The 360
came out in 2005.
When did the Wii U come out?
2013, 12.
Case closed.
Wait, hold on. 12?
I'm pretty sure 2012.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, November.
There should be games that run on the Wii U that shouldn't be able to be run on the 360. I mean, I know there are games on the X1 and they make one for 360 also, and the same thing with PS4 and PS3, but it's downgraded. It's not the same game. Visually, it's not the same game.
Right. But why can't we get that? But the PS3 and the 360 version on the Wii U. Why can't we get that version?
The PS3 and 360 version?
Yeah. If a game is coming out multi-plat, and it's gonna come out on the 360, it's gonna come out on the Xbox One, the PS3, PS4, it's gonna come out on the Vita and the 3DS. Why can't it come out on the Wii U?
I don't know. I couldn't answer that.
Nintendo.
But the Wii U version shouldn't look like the 360 version. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Wii U version, the Nintendo version should look like the Xbox One version and the PS4. It shouldn't look like sixth generation.
It's just like I was telling you, like just right before the taping, I had Injustice: God Among Us. Okay, first of all, at the time, to be fair, I didn't have a PS3. I was just strictly like Wii U was my only next gen console. It was my only thing that was HD, because I was still catching up. My game collection was still catching up to it. I was still playing the Wii, and I was still on the PS2. You know, whatever. But so I had the Wii U, and then I was gonna get me Injustice: Gods Among Us, but then I got so boned in the fact that their game was not supported by Warner Brothers Interactive. They did not support that game, or if it was not Warner Brothers, if it was not NetherRealm Studios, whichever one happened, the game did not get support after post-release, and that's bullshit. And I was like, I picked the wrong fucking pony. I should have fucking, not buy it, of course, because until I got a PS4.
Wasn't that one of the games that was free on PS4 not long ago?
Yeah, it was free on December of PS4.
Did you get it then and see the graphical difference?
There was no graphical difference. No.
Oh, okay.
It's because it's just, I think they up-resed it, but I couldn't tell. I really couldn't tell because the game engine just ran really smoothly. Like, there was nothing wrong with the Wii U version. There was literally nothing wrong in terms of frame rate or anything. The people even said that it ran a little bit better than the 360 and the PS4 and PS3 because it did have a slight uptick in terms of graphical capabilities than those older consoles that came out in 05 and 06. So there's a little bump, and it would maybe show in the performance. But the fact of the matter is they didn't give any DLC. All the characters that came out, like Zatanna or all the other fucking characters that came out post-release, they never came to the Wii U. All the costume packs, they never came to the Wii U. I wanted a Man of Steel skin of Superman and what's his name? The villain. Zod.
Yeah.
Zod.
Yes.
I wanted that. But like I couldn't buy it. They couldn't. Warner Brothers couldn't take my money because it was never an option.
Here's
for me
my
to-
money,
he was
Warner
"Where's
Brothers."
Here's my
Take
money,
it.
Take it. He was
Shove
like,
it into the screen. Like, take my money.
Hey, Eric. So, before you're done, when we're talking about favorite console, you're not going to say like your favorite graphics card, right?
No. Okay. Why would I do that?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that really concludes my story. I mean, for me, I think the Wii U is it's where it's at right now because it started with the N64 and the cartridge thing. And in the GameCube, it went to the little tiny disc that wasn't as big as the other discs that couldn't run like those full size things. And now when we get to the Wii, everyone else went HD, but the Wii is still standard definition.
Me and you, we're the same age, right? So I'm pretty sure you started.
You're 1 year older than me.
So, but you started on the NES.
I started on the SNES.
SNES, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I started on the SNES. The 88, I was born in 88. The NES came out 85, 86, kind of like that. And then by 1991 or 1992, and this SNES came out. And so I was 3 or 4 years old. And I remember my brothers were being so excited when my dad walked in with the SNES for Christmas or whatever. And it was like, everyone was like hyped and like, oh my God. And then, so I remember playing Super Mario World as like a little kid and stuff. And
Oh, I love that game.
yeah.
I love that game.
And so,
Second best Mario of all time.
yeah, and so I think the SNES holds a special place in my heart because they have some of the best titles ever. I mean, you had The Legend of Zelda, you had Super Mario World, you had Super Mario Kart, which is the start of the It was the start of the Mario spin-off games.
20-year franchise, 30-year franchise now. Super Mario Kart.
23 years.
Yeah.
And then what the best thing was like, I will always remember all those times we played Street Fighter 2 on that. I mean, that's just like the game. I'm still good at Street Fighter to this day. I mean, that's just
My skills
skill.
haven't
Like the reason why I'm any semblance of any decency in any fighting games to this day, like I'm playing Justice Gods Among Us for the first time. The only reason why I'm even decent, and I'm not saying I'm good at it, but I'm even decent at the game is because of Street Fighter and all the gaming mechanics that still carry over. How much it influenced fighting games to the present, and it still holds well. I mean, I got to play Earthbound on the Virtual Console on the Wii U, so I would really would love to have had that game. If I knew to have told my mom, like, hey, buy that game when it comes out. Like,
Get out the goddamn kitchen. Like you did this
kitchen,
morning. You'd have got it.
And give me 2 of them. Give me 2 games. Give me 2 Earthbounds. One to not open and one to play. I'm like, if you had like the foresight to know what's going to be rare or whatever, you know. But yeah, I think the Super NES holds up. It has this really just game centric approach, and as consoles move on to this future, you get to the point where you're looking at the PS3 and this 360 era is going to be the first, and even to the same extent the Wii, games won't run after the servers shut down. You know, that's going to be the biggest downfall is when you have Titanfall and it's an online only game.
Oh yeah.
When those servers stop
game
running,
is done.
the disc means nothing.
Yeah.
And I think for me, like with the whole cartridges and just the fact that there's no online connectivity, there's no patches, I think a good gaming console should just be able to stand the test of time like that. And I think with its gameplay and its really polished sprites and their Mode 7 graphics, all that stuff, it really does good. I mean, I still play Super Nintendo like to this day. I mean, I beat an RPG on that called Secret of Mana like not too long ago, and it was
that other David's?
Yeah, other David's favorite game.
Oh, so now we being PG, calling them other David, huh? Motherfuckers.
Mexican David.
Mexican David. We call him the Scientist David. The Scientist David and I conquered that game, and we made fond memories of like just saving this kingdom and all that shit, and it was pretty good. And I just, yeah, that's probably gonna be the one for me. So who wants to go next? Fame or Eric? Well, you've already said. Dude, you said PS2 was the best, but what's your favorite?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it really short. I'm not gonna ramble on. It's a Sega Dreamcast.
Sega Dreamcast.
Dude, I absolutely love that console because for its time, it was innovative. The fact that you could take your memory card out and leave the fucking house and play mini games on the fucking memory card, that was badass.
The internet online connectivity, they were first to.
They were the first to do it. Actually.
They were, yeah. I mean, the one for the Dreamcast, the Xbox would have never been around. To me, the Dreamcast, it was innovative. It was ahead of its time. It had some fun games. If I could, I would play Crazy Taxi on Dreamcast right now. Because Crazy Taxi was a fun ass game.
Yeah, and not to mention
you didn't like the Sega Dreamcast?
I did not like Crazy Taxi.
Oh, okay.
You didn't like Crazy Taxi?
I did not. I just didn't see the point. Like, run to this point. Okay, you got to run to this point now. Now you got to run back.
You drive.
Yeah, exactly. Drive. I'm sorry. You drive from one point to another in a limited amount of time. You run out of time.
It was
game's over.
fun.
It's fun.
You get to jump over
And
ramps
then
and stuff, and you can't even run over people. They just jump out the way, and then they disappear sometimes.
I mean, like it was a hit. The reason the Dreamcast died because it was ahead of its time.
And also because Sega had a really bad, not
Marketing.
marketing, not just marketing, but just they ran that company to the ground.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. They did.
They did, but really, I mean, that's what I love. What I liked about the Dreamcast is it still gets games that are not licensed, of course, but they still get games released to this day. And then, it's the hacking is so good. I was like, I love the hacking of the console. You could just get burnt games and just put them on
in-
there,
yeah,
and just
man.
play and plays natively like nothing. I'm like, what?
Well, the 360 was pretty hackable. Also, it was pretty easy.
Really?
The 360.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
Man, you.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, man. The 360 was. Oh yeah. It was easy to. It was.
Oh,
A lot of people had modded 360s.
My
you,
favorite-
you remember the band hammer that they was dropping? Like I want to say, 09 maybe.
Was that
010?
the firmware update they did over Microsoft, and if you download it onto the Xbox, it would just break it? Okay, yeah.
They were dropping band hammers left and right because it got out of control. The 360, man. It was if you go on Pirate Bay right now, you're gonna see a shit ton of 360 games on there.
Oh shit.
The 360 was too easy to hack. I mean, the Blow Joe could go and hack the 360.
All right. So let me see.
He's about to fucking pull it up.
No. I think I had a text message. Nope, nothing. Okay. I thought my phone was vibrating, but it wasn't. Nothing's there.
Been his first text all day.
No, but one of my favorite hackable console was probably the PSP.
Oh, dude, I still have my PSP and it's hacked, and I love it.
Emulations.
Yeah,
like,
I love it.
You know, I didn't even know fucking Yoshi's Island was even a thing until I had it on the PSP. I didn't even know. I'm like, holy shit.
I think I had.
You did it for me.
Yeah, I had the PSP.
Yeah,
I hacked your
You
PSP.
took it to someone, and we on Craigslist, and we went and took it to someone's house, and then they modded it and stuff. I still have mine, and it's still modded. The only thing is the joystick don't work. The little
And that was the 1001, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I had lost my 1001. I got another one, and I actually did this one. I actually did this myself, but you gotta do a reboot on it every time you turn it on, and change the settings and reboot it again. I actually hacked it again. Actually better than the 1001 I had.
Damn. I thought you had a 2001. I thought you had the lighter one.
No, yeah. I had the 1001 and I lost it. Well, it was stolen. I don't know what happened to it. Broke, whatever. So I'm getting the 2001 because you couldn't. The 3001s you couldn't mod for the longest time. But my 2001 is a lot better than the 1001.
I just wish that I could get my. I would still be playing it to this day. By the way, just to be fair, I would still be if I could still actually control it. I was playing so many fucking SNES games in that game. I was like, and then. When the joystick started taking over, because like it would move to the right by itself.
These were movie theater days when we first did this, right?
Yeah,
We're still working in the movie theater.
Yeah, we're still working at the movie theater.
Good times, man. Where the fuck is Stephanie?
Yeah,
Wait, can I say her name?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, where the fuck is Stephanie, man? We could have had this whole. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Man. You
Yeah.
fucking regular
Yeah,
student,
yeah,
too.
what are you talking
We're
about?
Like,
I don't
we're
know
like,
what
yeah,
you're
we're gonna
talking
have this thing here and just leave Eric out. Wait a minute, he was there for like 6 months.
It was like a year. It was like a year.
It was a year and a half.
Somewhere
Year and a
around there.
half. And also he covered because we gave him all the shitty shifts that we didn't want. Remember?
Wait a minute. Were you in booth?
Yeah,
I was in booth
we
for a little
trained him
bit.
in booth, and then like we would play baseball in the summer. We would go to softball games
Oh, and make him
We would
work.
Make him work every time we had a game.
I remember
Every time we had a game,
Fuck.
and he's like, I noticed this pattern where I'm working every Wednesday. I'm like, yeah, because we're going to the
We're
baseball.
going to play
game.
softball, motherfucker.
Softball game.
You're the new guy.
Yeah, but okay. So the Dreamcast. All right. So the modding, the VMU, I still love It's my Marvel versus Capcom. It's like the best game ever. It's like I got that game.
But to me, I can't. I can only play that at the arcade. I don't like playing with controllers.
Really?
Yeah. I have to be at an arcade. Remember the theater? We used to go downstairs.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah. We
Tony,
would, like,
I don't know if I told you, but Tony used to hack the machines where we used to play for free.
Yeah. You just go in there, open it, make a switch, and just press start, and then like
playing on the arcade is so much better than a controller.
Yeah, but yeah. All right.
Short and sweet, man.
Right.
Sega Dreamcast for me.
Eric, what's your favorite console?
PlayStation.
One.
One.
PlayStation
What's
1.
so special about the one?
Final Fantasy VII. Hundreds upon hundreds of hours poured
The most
into that game.
overrated game.
Overrated.
bullshit.
Of all
It has
time.
the best story.
The
story.
Do you know
fucking
what the best
ending-
Final Fantasy was?
What, 10?
9.
9.
No.
It was 9.
No.
It was 9. 7 is fucking overrated. Final Fantasy 9 is the best Final Fantasy.
Get the
and
fuck
10,
out.
10 is the second,
No.
and 7 is the third.
Square Enix is still trying to outdo Final Fantasy VII. They said we're not going to release a sequel to Final Fantasy VII until we outdo it.
They did outdo it with the second
Okay.
game afterwards with Final
Okay.
Fantasy 9.
Still not.
So the Sony with the PlayStation, they had
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid. I was gonna say that next. They had really those are the only 2 killer apps.
What are we doing? Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
That was multiplat.
Yeah.
That was
It was
multiplat. It
yeah.
came to the Dreamcast first, I believe, or the Saturn. It was the Saturn.
It was the Saturn. It
Yeah,
was the Saturn.
It came to the Saturn first. As a matter of fact, Lara Croft, the developer that made that game, they made it for the Saturn in mind. But because the Saturn sold so shitty, like it was so badly, that they were the bosses up, that publishers, that not the developer, the publishers came on high and said, you need to make this for the multiplat, so that way we can sell copies. And so the Saturn version is like a really rare copy, by the way.
You know, a game I remember playing a lot on the first PlayStation was Resident Evil Nemesis.
Yes.
I
That's
forgot
Oh my
about
god,
that
dude!
too.
That game was fucking fun. I love that game.
scary.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, that was my first console. My first console, because every console that was before that, it was my brother's. It was technically theirs. But on Christmas, I unwrapped it, and it was the Sony PlayStation. It's like, holy shit, that's badass. And you know what? The only thing I ever played on that fucking thing.
Where does the cartridge go? It's like, no, it's a CD.
You know, I had got an N64, and then my mom bought my sister a PlayStation. I was so fucking mad. Literally, 6 months went by. It was my fucking PlayStation. I took that shit and put it in my room. It's mine.
But the only thing I played on that PlayStation, really, I want to say for its duration of its life cycle was the demo disc that came with the PlayStation 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I played
You
the
kept
shit.
that.
Times, man.
I played the shit out of that demo disc to the point where it couldn't even run anymore. It was scratched so badly. But I actually had it repaired. Apparently, you just get the discs.
I never tried that.
repaired,
Did it actually
and
work?
it worked. And then this is years. It was so badly.
You
just,
just use
scratched.
toothpaste.
And
Save
then-
yourself some.
and
Toothpaste
so-
works.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
And so I paid like $2 to get the disc cleaned, and they took the scratches off, and then it was like beautiful, and I'm like, okay, I popped it in, and it works. Like, oh my god, yes, and I can still play with the same demo disc. That's how I knew about like Bust a Move and Brave Fence and Musashi.
Oh, man.
I played the Crash Bandicoot demo. I played
Yeah.
the Spyro the Dragon demo. I was like, this is the shit, and I'm like, but I never got a single fucking game.
Really?
Just the demo?
Yeah, that's all. Like, I was like, that was so bad. Like, this was bad, but. I'm not gonna say I love you, mom and dad, but that was bad on your part. That was bad on
You
your
should
part.
have bought me more games.
Like literally, but
So he takes it out by cussing her out to get this goddamn table for this show, right?
But no, I mean, I played games later on after the PS2 had already launched. I then got myself some PS1 games, and I still my Marvel vs. Street Fighter. I got the Tekken 3, and I played the shit. Actually, you know what? I did. I want to say actually I did get one game during his life cycle. I got Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace, the game for the PS1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I played the
that was a fun game.
That was a good
fun
game. I loved it. I played the shit out of it. And the worst part of it is I played it so much that, again, I scratched the disc. Because you know why? Because I didn't have a fucking memory card. Okay? I had to play the game. Every time I wanted to play the game, I played it from the very beginning. Because I couldn't, there was no save point. I couldn't go to the freaking, end. I couldn't go to the where I
Maybe
left
you
off.
had one, you lost it, you just never
I never had
one.
one. I never had a PS1.
It's a waste of gaming.
yeah.
So every time I wanted to get to the Darth Maul final fight scene at the end, I had to start from the beginning, from the trade embargo at the Freight
Hell
Federation.
no.
And then I was loving it every bit, but I still got so boss at that game because I played it so much.
It's horrible.
Yes.
How could you live without a memory card? There's so many
Yeah.
games that you need a memory card for.
Dude, if I lost my memory card, I was on suicide watch. You needed a memory
We
card,
just
man.
lost like hundreds of hours of gameplay right there.
No, but that's bullshit. The bullshit part was I hated the PS2 because I played most of my PS1 games on the PS2 because, again, no games. But I fucking hated the fact that the PS2 did not have support for PS1 game saves. That would have been so good because I did get a PS2 with the memory card in tow. And I was like,
Yeah.
yes. But I still couldn't save a fucking game on there on the PS1. But yeah. All right,
PS1.
you want to say anything about the PS1? I mean,
Yeah, we kinda just-
what really
it's-
makes it good? I mean, what really makes it so good? What makes it your favorite?
It's part of my childhood, you know. It's a little special.
Okay,
Place in my
seriously, I don't. I mean,
It was my first. It was.
that was your-
It wasn't my first console, but it was my last console.
Wait, that was your last console?
That was my
Yeah, I
last
thought you had a
console.
Wii. Don't you have a Wii?
Oh no, that's not my Wii.
Oh, it's someone else's Wii.
Yeah,
okay.
it's somebody else's Wii.
Okay, all right. Well, my bad.
Name who cannot be said.
The man who cannot.
No, name.
Name. Okay. Name that
Some
cannot
just
be said.
subliminal gay jokes, man. Like, man who cannot be said.
Name that cannot.
So you
be
never
said.
had a PS2?
Nope.
Or
OG
GameCube.
Xbox.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Just PS and then PC.
Yes.
Gay.
You have a 3DS.
Well, that's not a console.
It's a
not-
handheld.
That's a handheld.
It's a handheld console.
It's separated. I don't have to
DS.
plug it in.
We played a lot of DS back in the day. We played Mario Kart and the Pokemons and stuff.
Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the Game Boy Color. Pokemon Yellow. Oh, loved it.
All right. Let's call it here. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Musing with Menchaca show. You can catch us here. I wonder what the schedule is actually. Mondays? For sure Mondays. Let's go.
Fully.
Let's go Mondays at
12
p.m.
Monday, Tuesday. Monday.
Yeah. You say follow me on Twitter at Chakalaka88, boomchakalaka4@gmail.com if you want to email me directly with anything. Of course, comment below with any suggestions for topics, reactions to anything that was said. If we said anything that was outright outrageous when it comes to the AR, VR, or the favorite console, or anything you want to chime in about my little trip, my little solo adventure to California. So that said, thank you very much to Fame. And you can catch him on YouTube. I have a link in the description below. I might even annotate above his head. There you go. Boom. And thank you very much to my guests, Eric. And this is it. Signing out. Boop.